The LSU Gymnastics program is fortunate to have a fantastic trainer in Matt Gregg. Our own Garrett Walbert had a chance to sit down with Matt, this piece courtesy of Doctors Sherry and Marty Luther.
The LSU Gymnastics program has many moving parts that have pushed them to the #1 ranking this season. The exciting floor routine of Lamencia Hall, the spectacular bars of senior Sari Morrison, the elegant pass by Jessie Jordan on beam, and junior Reagan Corville sticking a perfect vault. Keeping those many moving parts healthy is the 24-hour-a-day job of LSU athletic trainer Matt Gregg. Gregg is a graduate assistant with an impressive background as a trainer and a former athlete.
I did an internship with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and their head athletic trainer, John Norwig, was good friends with the head guy here, Jack Marucci. So I was kind of talking to John when I was there about going to grad schools, and he said, well, I know this guy at LSU, maybe you should look into that. So I applied, and again, here I am.
Gregg tends to the overall health of the gymnastics team, from taping ankles to administering treatment for injuries.
My normal day would be, I get here around 8 over at the Broussard training room, and I'll do a lot of kind of paperwork from the day before and documenting everything that went down injury-wise. And then I'll see the girls throughout whenever they have off on their class times. They'll come over and we'll do some treatment there. So I'm basically responsible for the general maintenance of their injuries and keeping them in participation. So then I'll come to practice around 1 o'clock, about a half hour before, and then do a lot of taping, stretching, just kind of getting ready for practice, and I'll be here throughout practice in case anything happens.
Matt provides us with stability at that position more than anything. Matt spent last year learning the sport of gymnastics, and now he really understands the kinds of things that their bodies are put through, and he has a better handle on how to aggressively attack a problem that's health related, but at the same time be conservative enough that we're not risking any further injury, because now he has a much better understanding of what each event is all about, and he's as much part of our staff as I am.
After working as a trainer in numerous sports, including professional football, Gregg faced new challenges when working with gymnasts.
I'd never worked anything like gymnastics before I got here, so that was kind of, last year was kind of a whole new world for me. I was kind of getting my feet wet a little bit, but now I have a better understanding of the overall sport and the injuries that are common and that kind of come along. So a lot of the injuries that these girls have aren't necessarily something that happened yesterday. It's something that happened building up their whole life up to this point. So basically trying to keep them healthy and maintain kind of a health status with them is what I'm responsible for, and keeping them out there participating.
Matt's awesome. I love his dry sense of humor. He always makes everyone laugh in like the most subtle ways, and he always like helps us get our injuries healed and fixed, and always tries to prevent all of our injuries. And he's been great, like with massage times, with treatment times. So he's an awesome person, and he brings a lot to this team.
If I could go to the Olympics and bring a trainer, I would bring Matt. Like, it's amazing at what he does for us. He makes sure the coaches take it easy on us, and he's so proactive. It's amazing what he can see before we see it. He's done so much for us. It's amazing. So, hi Matt, I love you. You're my favorite.
Gregg feels fortunate to be working for such a high-profile program like LSU Gymnastics.
Working for a #1 team in the country is pretty cool. I'd worked for the Steelers on a post-Super Bowl year, so that was, we didn't quite make the Super Bowl that year, but this is definitely different. You could tell the excitement is growing just around campus in general too, and talking to a lot of people that weren't classic gymnastic fans coming up to me and saying, hey, you guys got a pretty good team this year. So it's definitely different. It's fun to work with the girls.
Matt is as big a part of our program as Jade Jenkins is, our academic counselor, as Jamie is, our nutritionist. Our trainer is with us every minute of every day that we train. He gets the first phone call when they have a cold. He has been, without a doubt, the most hands-on, most deeply involved trainer I've had with me in all of my years at LSU. I mean, he is totally committed to our program, to our student athletes. He's got a tremendous sense of humor, and he kayak fishes. So I mean, that makes him a 10.
Gregg graduates in May and would love to continue working with LSU athletics. Hopefully, he'll experience the Super 6 and a run to the national championship before he dons the cap and gown. Reporting for Inside LSU Gymnastics, I'm Garrett Walbert.